And so Ajie is actually my colleague today. And we will go inside of the Shanghai International Media Center, and we will get a flavor of the sharing session of the Chinese comics and animation. So we will get inside of the media center and meet other friends. So let's see what kinds of activities we will do in this sharing session. So this is the body temperature checking site. And today Shanghai is quite cool. I'm quite refreshing today, but actually yesterday was quite hot. And today we have a very nice weather. So now we will take the elevator to go inside the hall of the Shanghai International Media Center. So this is actually the office building for the CMG Shanghai office, and we will go to the 36th floor, and I will give you some introduction about the Shanghai office of CMG. You actually asked me a very good question, and I will give you a lot of introduction, and we will have a very nice view at the 36th floor. Today we have many big shots of the Chinese animation to join us. We will play a lot of games and we will do a lot of lucky draws. So make sure that you leave a comment and in our commenting sections, and we will have a lucky draw later on. And I just talked about we have very nice view on the 36th floor, and later on I will show you where it is. Alright, we have seen some of our friends here, so let's see who are they. So first I would like to introduce these 4 special guests. So today we are holding this warming up live streaming for the sharing section of Chinese comics and animation. So I will introduce our special guest. So actually, I used to work with some of you on the live streaming. I believe it's 1 year ago. So this is a dubber, Yang Tianxiang. So Ajie, maybe you could introduce the other special guest. This is also a well-known dubber, Miss Huang Ying. So I used to work with Ajie for dubbing. And again, this is the dubbing director and also a dubber, Mr. Teng Xing. And he also attended the China Movie and TV Night yesterday. Welcome to our show. This one, I believe everyone is very familiar with him, Mr. Fang Xiaodong. Good morning, everyone. So as I can see, we have many big shots of Chinese animation today, and later I will sing a song. So before we start to play games, first I would like to give you a brief introduction about the CMG Shanghai office. So the CMG Shanghai office is holding a series of activities, and in the morning we're holding the high-end film and television forum, and in the afternoon session we will have the sharing session of the Chinese comics and animation. And make sure that you leave a comment when you're watching the live stream, and we will do a lucky draw and send out some gift to our ACG fans. So first I will take you through this office area. Actually, this is a model for the Shanghai International Media Center. And yesterday, we all know we have the China Movie and TV Night. And yesterday, actually, we are inside of this building. And the last stop, we will go back to the Shanghai International Media Center. And later on, the sharing session of the Chinese animation will be held in the number 8 hall of the Shanghai International Media Center. So this is actually a model of the Shanghai International Media Center. You could see it is quite spacious, large in size, and pretty soon we will see a very large screen to show some of our quality work of animation. So actually for this building, we have 4 big screens inside of the International Media Center. And in the future, some of the films animation will be shown on these 4 large screens, which is quite spectacular. So now we are in this building. You could see this is a very tall building, and we are at floor 36. So I will talk about our tour today. First, I will play games, and we will go back to another building. So we will have a complete tour of the Shanghai International Media Center and also the office area of the CMG Shanghai office. So from the large screen, you can see the evening scene of this area. I believe yesterday you must have seen some of the light shows of the Shanghai International Media Center. Actually, there is a special design for this building. On the upper side, we have installed a number of lights. And yesterday, you could see this spectacular light show in the evening. I think now we are ready for the games. When I first came in, I actually can see some of our working staff. They will give us some of the cards which will display our mission and challenge of today. Could you show this to our audience? Right, I will read out this challenge. So within 3 minutes, all the special guests will complete an idioms fan 10. We can also seek help from our netizens. So that is to say, within 3 minutes, you have to complete idiom fan 10 and talking about the location of the CMG Shanghai office. So that is to say, for all of you, you have 2 chances to seek help from the internet or from the colleagues. So we have 4 characters talking about the CMG Shanghai office, and so that you would start from the last character, office, and then you will do an idiom fan 10 about these 4 characters. So, alright, I will watch the live streaming, and I will also watch the bullet screen to see some of the interaction with our viewers. We have to limit the whole process within 3 minutes. So for the idiom fan 10, we'll start with the 4 character Shanghai office. We have to complete this fan time within 3 minutes. If you cannot think of one, you can ask for help from the audience. So while our working staff will count the time. Switch to 1. So I will start with the last character, Zhan.
胜利在望，好，全是打仗的。对，望，看我们的决心啊。望而却步啊。好，不错。步步惊心。得回到上啊，得回到上啊。
So we have to go back to the first character, which is Shang. So need to have to think of a 4-character idiom. At least it is a word in 4 characters.
烧，好，烧，烧。
往上走啊，往上走。
4个字就行是吗？4个字就行。对。
So as long as you have 4 characters, you will pass this challenge.
好，缓而上。
什么？缓而上，
这个是可以。蜗牛在往上爬，是缓缓而上。别看我们慢，但是我们可以上来。哎，对，哎，缓缓而上。上海总站。
Alright, we have completed the whole loop, starting from the first character to the last character of Shanghai office of CMG. So we have completed this challenge within 2 minutes. So actually from this challenge I can see we have to complete this with 4-character word of fan time. It does not need to be an idiom. As long as you have 4 characters, you can complete this challenge. If we win, we can get some of the lucky bags and we can send these lucky bags to our ACG fans. And also we will sign our names on the lucky bags. So this will consider as the gift to our viewers and audience.
是给网友的，你的拍立得记得，你已经这是你昨天来了吗？来帮我拿一下。我们
就是8手连签，对不对？
我们先，你这3份给我有点让我来一个签字笔。
Alright, now we will invite the speed shots of the Chinese animation to sign their names on this lucky bag.
结果这签了10分钟啊！
行吧，来，咱们先来。
就签在我们这个中广电视台上海总站的这个中影之夜昨天的福袋上。
把我们这4字成语全签上。
你稍微给大家留点地儿啊。
我觉得够，肯定够。还有背面呢。好。签个诚信。
到了天祥已经依然没有你的地方。开始签这儿。
好，唐老师好，我给你签。这块都是你的，
这块都是你的。
对，我签那个 X 上。看你这个充分利用这块。
哎呀，画个小心心。
我喜欢大屏幕。
You could see all of these 4 big shots of the Chinese animation have already signed their names on the lucky bag.
可以先选地方。对。好，签一个战无不胜。好，胜利在望。
So I will sign victory on this lucky bag.
因为其实这福袋里面呢是有我们这次中国影视之夜昨天举办的我们这
Actually, inside of this lucky bag, we have some books and umbrella as the souvenir inside of the bag.
就是对，是这样的，是我们整个的这个 logo。
And also you could see there is a logo of the China Movie and TV Night printed on the bag.
签这边，这边划上。
好，再来一份。
好的。
One last one.
一会儿我们要看看怎么去送给网友。
还不知道怎么送。
我知道怎么送。
First, we will sign the name, and later we will have a lucky draw and send these gifts and lucky bags to our viewers.
好嘞，于福。
好，我们好，一会儿我们来揭。
好了，
哎，我们来揭晓。哎，请把我的手卡还给我。
太棒了，
好，谢谢，没关系，我只要我的手卡就可以。好。
没想到这么简单。
哎呀，
Couldn't believe this is very easy for the challenge.
我们要不要把这个改成？
对呀，然后这个，但是签这个成功的就是成功的。啊，我们就要。
But actually, the most important part is to have all of you to sign on the lucky bag.
逛完了我们36层，哎，我们
Now we have completed the tour of the 36th floor.
下一个。
好的。
So let's go to another site
好，我们跟嘉宾一块
to see more of the Shanghai International Media Center.
我们坐电梯下去。
We will take the elevator to go to other floors.
大家往里。去几楼？
我们去2楼，是的。
So now we will go to the second floor.
会有失重感。哎，体验一下吧。哦，失重感是往上是吧？现在飞机降落啦。
你再跳一下。
不许在电梯里面追跑打闹。说的对。
好，我们一会儿去2楼就去外侧走一圈。其实上次就是带你。
So we'll go to the external areas of this International Media Center. And also we have a lot of beautiful scenery on the second floor.
非常好看。
好，
我们
2楼到了。
哎，给我们。
All right, we have arrived at the second floor.
好。
好的。
这个都不出去，都不出。
好，别谦让了。
来，那还是那个我来带大家逛。哎，我现在跟导游一般。
你就是导游嘛，这里你是最。
It feels like I'm the tour guide.
但是也不如你熟。
Even though I have visited this place for many times, but I'm not familiar with this place. Even though now we're at the second floor, we can go to the external places and we can see more beautiful scenery of the Shanghai office of CMG. Because right now the Shanghai office has not yet opened to the public. And yesterday it is the first time that we opened to the public for the China movie and the TV night. So pretty soon this place will open to the public. And this place is actually served as the landmark in Shanghai.
好好的说一下我们中央广播电视台总台上海总站这个上海国际传媒港，它刚刚被评为这个最年轻的这个上海的地标之一。
Actually, for Shanghai International Media Center, which is located in the Shanghai office of CMG, it was recognized as the latest and youngest landmark in Shanghai. You could see today we don't have many visitors here. We are the only group of people who are in this media center. So let's take an overview of this Shanghai office of CMG. You could see it is a very exquisite design of the route of this Shanghai office. And for different places, we have different functions. And right now, we're doing the last minute preparation and arrangement for this place. And yesterday, the China Movie and TV Night was hosted at number 8 hall of the Shanghai office of CMG. You see, there were many plants in this Shanghai office. So this is actually a unique feature in the southern area. Because in the northern area we do not see such kind of plantation. And today we do have a very good weather. Though we have not yet started the autumn, but today is very cool. So it should be the hottest period of the year, but because of some light rain this morning, so today is very cool. So here you could see this area, we call it the golden box. See, it is very glittering outside of this building.
没有没有，它是这样的，它这个我们整个之前刚才看到的这个灯光秀啊什么的，它整个楼宇如果有灯光秀的话是都能看得到。对，所以其实如果有灯光秀的情况下的话，其实在这边看是非常非常好看。
So yesterday we saw the light show, and some of the lights are actually installed on top of this building. If you were standing on top of one of the buildings, you could see this spectacular light show. So I will say a few words about this, what we call the golden box. For the Shanghai International Media Center, as I've just said, it is the youngest Shanghai landmark. And for the golden box, it is considered as the key laboratory in China, and also it has the most advanced production technique, the 5G technology, the VR studio, and later on it will also build a science and technology exhibition hall specifically for children. So in the future, once this place is open to the public, make sure that you pay a visit to this place. And yesterday, if you watched the China Movie and TV Night, you could see this is very nice broadcast. And this afternoon, the sharing section of the Chinese animation will also take place in the number 8 hall of the Shanghai International Media Center. So pretty soon we will start to play the second game right here. You see this place, we do not have any visitors, so we can play the game right here. Actually, I'm holding the game card. I will explain the rules of the challenge, or I would say of the game. So again, we have a song fan 10. And for the song, you have to contain the lines of the lyrics of the 4 characters of Shanghai office. So if we can't pass this challenge, we can also gain some lucky bags for our viewers. So 3 minutes. So that is to say, if you complete like 7 rounds of the song fan 10, so you can gain more lucky bags for our audience. So there's no limit for the rounds. So if you could think of a song that contains the character Shanghai or office, so that you could pass the challenge. And each one of you have to participate in this song fan 10. So again, the time limit is 3 minutes. So again, all of the lyrics have to contain the character Shanghai office. In Chinese, it says 总站. So once you think of a song, please sing along. So we will start from Shang, meaning that the first person, if you want to sing a song, you have to contain the lines character Shang. Are you ready? So we're about to start. So make sure that each line of your song or each lyrics of your song you only contain one character. You cannot have like the two same character.
好，第一句上，好就唱夜夜上海。
哎呀，下一个。
好，下那个。
3, 2, 1, start. So I will start.
早知道伤心总是难免的。
好的。
长长的站台，寂寞的等待。
这老歌，赶紧，继续。
暴露年龄。
已经一轮了啊，一轮了。好，上
字儿，上。
咋回事啊，方晓东？赶紧。
我这脑袋突然短路了。
天入地，上。
改成语境了。
我去上学校。
好，下一个海。
如果大海能够
好，走。海还是相对容易一些的。
对。
走。
你总是心太软。
好，站。总想把麦给你那儿唱啊！
对呀。
倒是唱啊！站。
地道战，嘿，地道战，嘿。
两轮，继续。
但这不是一个站吧？
没关系，反正是站就可以。来，继续，上。
上，就是上，哎，上。有点
小老鼠。
小老鼠上灯台，偷油吃儿歌也算。
儿歌也是歌。我让你们算。海。
上灯台可以。
好，现场然后就是来。海。挺多的，对。太多了。
大海呀，大海。
好极了。
儿歌，这轮是儿歌游嘛哈。
走。
你总是对我。
3分钟还没到吗？好。
你总是对我。
你刚才唱的啥？
任时光多喧闹，是那个曹石老师的《小天地》主曲。
来，站。
我站在风口浪尖紧握住，日夜旋转。好，
又回到上，
向观众求助。
对，这个
求助，
来不及了，
向阿杰求助。
阿杰可以求助，快，阿杰赶紧来一个。这个。
If you could not think of any lyrics that contain these 4 characters, you can seek help from the viewers.
这3分钟那么长呢？哎呦我天哪！海浪涌，
晚风轻拂澎湖湾，白浪逐沙滩。
海呢？
没有月亮追星
只有一片海
蓝。出来了。总。
我就觉得后边肯定会有海。只是一片海蓝蓝。
总。
时间到了。
哎呀
，3轮。
3轮我觉得够可以的了。7个。
3轮半，
这还得饶这个呢。
可以，好吧。
Alright, time's up. So you have completed 3 rounds of the song Fantan. So that means we can get 7 lucky bags.
让大家在7个福袋上签字。这如果7轮签下来，那恐怕直播结束了。然后我要再说一下啊，刚才。
So after we complete all the challenges, you could sign the lucky bags all together.
这个网友的时候，本来我是想线上截取网友的，但是呢，确实在操作上可能对后台有一定的这个压力，所以说呢，我们这样啊，我们在这个整个的
So at the beginning, I want to capture some of the viewers during our live streaming. So I will change the way to do the lucky draw of our viewers. So in the afternoon, for the showing session of the Chinese animation, I will do lucky draw on site for 2 times. So I will refer back to the morning section. So I believe all of you will attend the showing section of the Chinese animation this afternoon. And by then, I will send out the lucky bags to the audience. So now we are going to the theater. So maybe you are the first group of people who will experience the theater of the International Media Center in Shanghai. And actually yesterday we have already gained some flavor of the number 8 hall of the International Media Center. How do you feel about the exhibition hall? Well, we think the stage is quite nice and also have a very good look and feel. So in the afternoon session, we will go directly of the number 8 hall of the sharing section. Actually, for 4 angles of this building, you have 4 large screens. And actually, this is not the largest one. This is the medium size of the screen. If you want to see the largest side of the screen, you have to go to another side of the office building. So pretty soon you will see some high technology here. And in this place, we also have an audio and video studio. And also in this place, we have a translation studio and also we have a dubbing service. So maybe in the future, if there's an opportunity, we welcome all of you to come back to the Shanghai International Media Center and do dubbing for our foreign films. And actually, this place we have a very nice fountain. And also in this place, you could see the lights echoing with the fountain. If you come back to this place in the evening, it will be very nice. Actually, earlier I want to have the song fountain in this place. However, you could see this is a musical fountain, so maybe it is not a good place to do the song fountain. So that's why when I'm introducing the golden box, I just completed the challenge. So maybe we could just appreciate this fountain, and especially in the evening, this place is very beautiful. I used to visit here for many times to appreciate the fountains. I think this is a very nice place. If you're in the future, if you're about to visit the International Media Center, make sure that you pass by this fountain. So actually in this place, there are many functions in the media center, and I also encourage our viewers to pay a visit to this place. And I believe many children will love this place. And we hope in the future we can open up this place to the public and more visitors can enjoy this beautiful scenery here. And we are about to enter into what we call the X Theater. On the large screen, you could see a promo. We have done a lot of promos, and when the special guests come here, they can have an overview of the CMG Shanghai office. Well, actually, we are going back to the entrance of this Shanghai office. So on September the 26th, it will be the 1-year anniversary of the establishment of CMG Shanghai office. So yesterday we are using the 4K and 8K broadcasting truck to do the live streaming of the China Movie and TV Night. So also you could see some of the promos about the 23rd Shanghai International Film Festival is running on the screen. Well, these are some of the recommended films yesterday. So I believe 2 Chinese animations will be shown on the screen. I think this is the edited version of last night's China Movie and TV Night. So yesterday, 2 Chinese animations were introduced in the China Movie and TV Night. So this is the X Theater of the Shanghai office. And yesterday, all the special guests entered this place from the red carpet, and I believe 2 of you had already signed your names on the poster. Once again, I would like to introduce the X Theater of the CMG Shanghai office. So inside of the theater, we have 9 small cinemas, and which can accommodate 1,600 seats. And yesterday, the China Movie and TV Night was hosted in the largest theater, which is what we call the number 8 hall. As far as I know, in the future, all of these theaters are multifunctional. It could not only used to show films, but also it can be served as a broadcasting studio. And later on, these theaters can be served as a studio and can actually transmit the signals back to the headquarters of CMG. So in the future, we can organize different kinds of activities in these theaters. So it is quite stunning if you look at the screens. We still have time. I just want to see some of the promos about the 2 Chinese animation. Yesterday, for the China Movie and the TV Night, they introduced a series of dramas, films, and also some well-known Chinese animation. So actually, all of these works have been displayed in our live streaming. And yesterday in my live streaming, some of the special guests also attend my program. Alright, here it is. That is the new Chinese animation recommended yesterday. So I believe if we watch this animation on a large screen, it will be a complete different experience.
脱口而出就管虎导演，因为我问了他好多管虎导演的事儿，然后包括文牧野导演，然后王。
So yesterday, for some of the recommenders,
都去了。
they actually attended my live streaming yesterday.
肯定都看到了。对。
For example, Wang Junkai and many big names of the Chinese animation and the big shots of the film industry, they attended my live streaming yesterday.
再感受一次待遇。
感受一次我们昨天的这个视角。
你昨天是。
So you could see this is the entrance for last night's event, the China Movie and TV Night. So we will enter the theater from this entrance. So I believe many people have signed on these posters. Maybe we can find where are their signatures.
我下次我也学到了，这个太明显了，加一个符号，写完了以后画一个心，然后我下次我也画一圈，加一个，要加小心心的。OK，
小心心。所以其实呢，这个昨天我们这个中国影视之夜在这里圆满的落幕。
Well, if you draw a circle on top of your signature, it will be very easy to identify your signature. And yesterday we successfully hosted the China Movie and TV Night. And today we are bringing the special guest to come to this theater. And this morning, this place is holding the high-end film and television forum. And in the afternoon, we will be hosting the sharing session of Chinese comics and animation. And in the afternoon, we will bring you more about the sharing session. And all of these special guests will present in the sharing session. Actually, in the afternoon session, we have a lot to do. So, if you want to know what's happening in the afternoon session, please stay tuned with our program. ，And today we will give you a lot of surprises, especially to the ACG fans. They're very looking forward for your excellent performance.
昨天的也有这一部，没错。对，所以说呢，接下来在这里呢，我们会再玩一个游戏。哎，我又看到一位老师。
So in the afternoon, all of these special guests will join the sharing session of the Chinese animation. And now I think of another game.
现场嘉宾。我这个题啊，这个题太难了，我跟你说。
Let's see what it is.
对，我也觉得。准备时。
So please use your dubbing voice to read out the rules.
限时5分钟完成绘画接力。作画主题为10笔绘出上海印象。还有笔画限制。10笔。我这个是为你们好，你们要真写。
So actually, it is a drawing mission, drawing challenge.
然后，此关为纯送。 福利关卡，画成什么样？完成之后，请各位嘉宾展示各自的作品，并在作品上签名，放入福袋中，送给幸运网友。这就叫什么呢？丢人丢到家了。这个环节就叫丢人丢到家，画画大接力。啊，对，所以我们就在这个一共
So the time limit is 5 minutes, and you have to complete what we call a drawing tank fence. So you have to face with each other, back on back, and you have to use 10 strokes and to complete a drawing themed with the Shanghai impression. Actually, you can draw whatever you want. It is a drawing fountain. So actually, I believe for the first one, he could draw a very nice picture. However, in the end, maybe the picture will change to a complete look.
觉得可以。
我觉得是吧？
So, for example, if I draw a weird bird, but in the end, if you draw
最后一个吧，我
a
觉得
oriental pole, that this will be a complete different impression. So make sure that you make the drawings within 10 strokes. And also to showcase the theme of the Shanghai impression.
阿杰也是要参与的啊，我在旁边看戏啊。
你要不要也来？
一起来嘛。
因为这个网友也不稀罕我画的东西。
So first of all, you have to line up
看你们画，哎。
and decide who will be the first and who will be the last
我
one.
在倒数第二个。
哎呀，
我就这儿吧。
来，我们把那个道具。好，这个是给第一个，你看我们多贴心，让你有个依靠的地方画。所以你是第一个。对，然后。
So first we have to decide who will be the first one and who will be the last one.
所以你的笔触要真的要很使劲的，
这个
他才能感
要
受到。
使劲的，真的，
对，
就是而且最好就是画的稍微简练一点，然后呢，笔触呢稍微重一点，
把笔
能够方便
来各位
传达到他的这个对。
来，
好的。
当然只能我看。
So you have to use the strength when you are doing the
画完
drawing, making sure that every stroke counts, so that the one who are standing in front of you can feel what you are drawing. So I'm the only person who sees what you are
这
drawing.
样的话给你们机会了，然后我们限时是5分钟，5分钟之内要走完这个流程。
So you have to complete this challenge
所以
in
你
one
这儿
attempt.
你想想你画啥？上海印象10笔。
哎，反正上海印象，我们这不行，我这个头围。
So the time limit is 5 minutes. So you have to complete the drawing within 5 minutes.
那你们准备好了就告诉我们，然后我们
So make sure that you draw the Shanghai impression in 10 strokes.
让他感受，你就得
So make sure that
可以。
you draw something simple.
来
So let me know when you're ready. And then we will start the relay.
可以。那来，我们那个这样站好了，我们就在中国影视之夜站。
啊，这边，好，来听
跟你讲，太投入了。
Maybe you could take out your shirt so that you can feel what I am
就是
drawing.
黄宇老师画一笔，前面画一笔，就是一笔完成，再画第二笔，好吧？我们那个计时开始由我们工作人员来说啊。好，开始了啊。人没开始呢。
没开始呢。
我们可以歇一会儿。
画完了吗？
So do not finish the drawing in one attempt. You have to finish one stroke and then wait for the other one to pass on the stroke to the other guy.
来，天翔，好好感受，没画呢，开始啊。
Alright, I will start.
来，天翔，你结束了第二笔才能画。
第一笔。OK， 第二笔。
I will start.
哦。
What is
哎
it?
呀，我觉得其实队友们还不错，
真的。
但是到你这儿好像。
Alright, now let's see what's the second
再
stroke.
给他描一下吧。
天哪！
怎么样，前面？
Well, I think you're doing very good.
我觉得还。
哟，哎，这个你跟上一笔有交集吗？
我不知道。
你画的时候你都不知道啊？
How do you
当然
feel?
你们要画一个东西啊，
It's quite
没
obvious.
画成一个东西，那不就
我只能告诉你我的感受。
完了，我的感受出问题了，天哪！
Well, actually, you don't have to draw the same
第三
thing.
题
I can only tell what is it. How I feel about this drawing.
哎呀，其实我觉得那个真的小东蛮好啊。这个到前面，对，
我到我这儿掉
对
链子了，天哪！
这是，我觉得我最后画完了不会是一个迷宫吧？
我刚夸完小东就有点。
我不经夸的人。
这个大家频频发出了，
小东可以画狠点儿。
哦。
还剩3分钟啊。小东还是挺给力的。 怎么每次到腾讯老师这儿你就？
不是，你再，
好，我再来一遍。
哟，这是啥呀？
I think Xiaodong is doing very well, but I think it's very difficult to imagine what others is drawing right now.
我真不知道我画。
I'm feeling that I'm actually drawing a puzzle
我觉得
game.
我在画一个平面图。
天翔，你其实已经开始，
这儿
你上海印象啊，你们这还是得往这儿靠一靠。
3 minutes
写的
left.
就是上海，那不够。
来，他可以再画了，还剩2分钟啊，10笔之内就行，不一定非得那个什么。
I believe Xiaodong is doing a good job, but every time when it comes to Mr. Tang,
其实我看黄英老师，我觉得黄老
it
师，
seems like you have lost the direction.
然后，
哎，这笔终于变了一点，要么我还以为画北京呢。
哦，其实小东真的是，
能再使劲来一下吗？
来，
其实小东真的是模仿力很好的。
这是2笔吗？
就是
这个我就给你们算1笔了。
背部的这
I
个。
think you have no idea what you are doing right now.
什么？天翔。
Remember, the theme is Shanghai Impression.
那这个，阿杰你这是。
放弃了。
我是印象派，我真的就是这个。
2 minutes
我的
left.
印象就是这样的。
不是，因为我真的感觉不到。
Well, within 10
到
strokes.
天翔这儿就变成抽象派了。再画一幅吧。
再给你一下啊。
不是，再来一下。
不是，我真的感受不到。
那我觉得这个排顺啊，排序。
It doesn't feel like Shanghai impression. I think it is a Beijing impression.
这个小东一下子不知道从何下手。再感受一下。哎，还可以。
啥？
好，我再来一遍。
还有20秒啊！你们画完这一笔，这个这个游戏就结束了
啊！就
你们还要在上面签名送给网友。
哎呦，天翔，这一下行了，看着啊，从这儿进来，然后
我也不是那么画的吧，杰哥？
翻墙，还有墙，到这儿哪有墙？
It's getting more difficult.
哇，杰哥这个画太硬
好
核了。
我们那个这样啊，那个我们就时间到了，时间到了。
Well,
时间到了。
20 seconds
所以我们
left.
就不能再画了啊！然后你们先别谁都别给别人看。
You are about to complete the
其实
drawing.
呢，我能说啊，他俩画的是完全一致的。然后你们3个人画的，
果然是东方明珠啊！
不是，但是我不知道是哪一笔，你知道吗？
你从第1笔就没对过。
然后我就很期待天翔是啥。
不错，程老师画的真不错。
哎，你看，
至少元素还在。
你看人家小东跟黄老师。
All right, time's up.
我真以为你画的是那个上海总站的，我这你看，这是我们今天的线路图。我们
谢谢你。
我们今天走了这一圈，还告诉我们从这门进来，然后呢，最后从这个2楼这个穿过来，然后到这儿。
Well, once again, you are actually drawing the
中央广播电视总台上海总站打通。
Oriental Pole.
但是
杰哥不会迷路了。
对，但不会迷路了。这个小东画的是完全一样的。这个腾轩老师吧，至少
元素还在。
I can see only Miss Huang Ying draw very well, and for the other 3, you actually getting wrong on the first draw.
等会儿这个。
这跟上海有关系。上海有什么关系？
Let's compare the different paintings.
大家没见过吧？这个。
哎呀，
印象派。
I thought you were drawing the Shanghai office of CMG. So what is it? It's very difficult.
特别。
我们就每位
It feels like you are drawing the route
想不想要？
想不想要？
we're traveling in the Shanghai office of
我
CMG.
们请每位老师在我们这个等天翔弄完。
So maybe if you look at the drawing, you will not get lost in the Shanghai office of CMG.
签的像点儿，就有点像画家，签的像点儿。
对，印象派画家。
然后看不清楚是你的名字。哎，
好，
可以。
哎，我们会把它放在福袋上，等到你们这场的时候，我就现场抽掉，好吗？来，我们这个把画给我。
It feels like we lose this game. Maybe we are not going to sign on the lucky bag.
放到福袋里啊。
线路图，对对，这是上海总站。上海总站，这个线路图。线路图。
你画的是包子吗？
So if the viewers want to have the lucky bag or if the viewers want to have the drawings, we can sign and use it as a souvenir and send it to the viewers and the lucky audience.
好，来，我们请小东。你看人家小东就是掌握了黄英老师的诀窍。
没有，因为黄英老师的笔触很好。
所以是你那里出了问题吧？
我也是，我的背部好像。其实我一开始要去看一看。
So during the afternoon sessions, we will have a lucky draw and pick some of the lucky audience and take all of these gifts to our audience. So we will put all of these drawings and paintings to the lucky bag. So actually, you could see Ajie is actually drawing the route of the Shanghai office of CMG. And in the afternoon, we will send the lucky bag to the audience.
好，其实今天我们这个玩了好多，哎，时间真的，我们马上就到1个小时了，大家都没感觉吧？这么时间飞速，
特别快，
对。
刚才过得很慢。
You can see Xiaodong is drawing a very nice painting, and even though he's a little bit lost track, so just keep in mind you are drawing the Shanghai impression. So in the afternoon session, we will send all of these to our lucky viewers.
再把我们上午抽到的一些福利再送给大家，我觉得也是个特别不错的选择。好，因为本来我有设计说下午再让你们，我就觉得也挺辛苦的。我们就把上午的这个硕果累累，在下午的时候我来给大家预告一下。然后这个。Well, so today we have do a lot of games and 1 hour.